Namaste, everyone. Let us begin our next lecture in economics series. Today's Swami Vivekananda quote is, "What makes you weep, my friend? In you is all power. Sum up your all-powerful nature, O mighty one, and this whole universe will lie at your feet. We shall crush the stars to atoms and unhinge the universe." This powerful quotation by Swami Vivekananda really inspires everyone to the core. Why do you cry when you're so powerful? When you can bring the entire universe to your feet, what makes you weep? How do you bring the entire universe to your feet? It is through purity. When you're pure, everything in the world falls at your feet. And the example for this is none other than Swami Vivekananda himself. So never cry, be positive and start becoming purer day by day, and one day the world will fall at your feet. Now let us get on to our economics concept of monopoly market. What is a monopoly market? A monopoly market is where you have a single seller and you have large number of buyers. There are no close substitutes for the products, and there are restrictions on entry of new firms. So, for example, for monopoly market includes public utilities like telephone, electricity, where only one person is the seller, and that is monopoly when you have a single seller and a large number of buyers. Now let us see the equilibrium price and output determination in monopoly. In short run, let us see this graph. In economics, graphs are very important. Whenever you're writing any exam, make sure that you're writing the matter along with the graph. Now if you see here, this is the AR curve. X-axis and y-axis are there, and you have the AR curve like this. In perfect competition, in my previous lecture series, one seller or one buyer cannot influence the price because there are a large number of sellers and buyers in the market, and therefore you consider the entire market demand, the entire market supply, you consider the entire industry. But in monopoly, there is only one seller. So one seller can actually change the price. So this AR is nothing but the price line. AR and the price line are the same because when you charge the price, this is the price line, that is a revenue as well. When you're charging the price to someone, that is a revenue you're getting. So price and average revenue line are the same. So this is AR line, and as you know, marginal revenue is the additional revenue. So that is definitely going to be lower than the AR curve, and it's going to be falling a straight line like this. And as I told you before in my previous video, if you want maximum profit, then it would be at the point where marginal cost equal to marginal revenue. Let me recap to you it again. See this? Total profit is total revenue minus total cost. All of us know this. And for total profit to be maximum, the first order derivative must be zero. So this is the equation dou P by dou Q is dou TR by dou Q minus dou TC by dou Q. And that should be zero. That is the first order derivative should be zero. And when you just take LHS and RHS, it comes to dou TR by dou Q is dou TC by dou Q. And that is marginal revenue equal to marginal cost. So please remember, at the point of maximum profit, it is always that marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue. So now coming back to the curve and the graph. This is the MR line. So as I told you, where are you going to get the maximum profit? You're going to get it when marginal cost equal to marginal revenue. So this is the MR line and this is the MC curve, and they intersect at point N. Remember, whenever you want to get cost, you're going to extend this point to the average cost curve. And whenever you want revenue, you're going to extend a point to the average revenue curve. So now, this is my SMC, marginal cost in short run, and this is my marginal revenue in line, and they intersect at point N. And if I want revenue, I need to extend this point to air line. So this is my air line. So I extend it to my air line. So PQ is my revenue. And now, if I want the cost, I extend this point N to SAC, average cost curve. So I extend point N to M. Basically, when I extend it, I put it at the intersection point. So I extend point N to SAC curve when it meets the SAC curve at point M. So my cost is MQ. Now revenue is PQ and cost is MQ, so the profit is revenue minus cost, which is PQ minus MQ, and PM is my revenue. And this is my output OQ. So the rectangle P1, PM, P2 gives me the profit region, and OP1 is my price and OQ is my output. So that is the price and output determination for monopoly in short run. Now this is a small example. Sometimes in exams you do get questions like this. Here the demand is Q is 100 minus 0.2p, price is given by this equation and cost is given by this equation. So this is P. If you want total revenue, it is price into quantity. So 500 minus 5Q into Q. This is total revenue. And as you know, if you want marginal revenue, you need to take the first order derivative. So derivative of this 500q minus 5q square, how do you get it? You derive derivation. As you know, the derivative of x power n is n into x power n minus 1. So q power 1 is basically 1 into q power 1 minus 1, q power 0, 1, so that is 500 minus q square 2 into q power 1 minus 1, so that is 10q. So MR is nothing but 500 minus 10q. And similarly, what is my MC? This is my total cost, so my marginal cost will be the first order derivative. It is 20 plus 2q. So marginal cost equal to marginal revenue for maximum profit, and when I equate and substitute and calculate, I get Q as 40. I substitute Q and P to get my profit maximum price. I substitute in TR and TC and subtract to get my profit. So maximum profit comes to 9,550. You can solve this problem as well. So remember, whenever AR is greater than AC, there is profit because revenue is more than cost. And when revenue equal to cost, firm earns only normal profit. And when AR is less than AC, it's like revenue is less than cost, so it's losses. Now, let us come to the next section of our video, monopoly pricing and outputation in the long run. Just now we have seen short run, so now let us go on to our long run curves. If you see, this is the graph. I'll explain you so that you understand better. So first let us see the short run. This is the SMC1 curve, and I told you for maximum profit, maximum cost should be equal to marginal cost should be equal to marginal revenue. So SMC1 and MR, they intersect at point A, and to get the cost, you need to extend this point to average cost curve, and to get the revenue, you need to extend this point to average revenue curve. So if I want to find the revenue, I extend it to airline. So at this point when extended to airline meets airline at P1. So P1 Q1 is my revenue. And if I want the cost, I need to extend this point to the short run average curve. So I extend, this is my SAC1 curve. So when I extend it meets at point T. So if you see P1 Q1 is my average revenue and TQ1 is my cost. So what is my profit? Revenue minus cost. So P1 Q1 minus TQ1 gives me profit. P1T is actually my profit and I should multiply it by output. OQ1 is the output. So if I multiply by output, so this rectangle, the shaded region gives me the profit. So the shaded region under the area P1TKG is the short run profit and P1Q1 is the price in the short run and OQ1 is the output in the short run. That is for short run, but basically we are looking at long run here. So this is my LMC curve and this is my MR curve and they intersect at point P. So as you know, if I want to get the maximum profit, it should be at the point where marginal cost equal to marginal revenue. So this is LMC curve and this is MR curve and they intersect at point P. So that is the point where I get the maximum profit. And if I extend this point to airline, it meets at P2. So P2 Q2 is my revenue. And if I extend this point P to my SAC, it's not SAC, it is LAC, right? So I need to extend this point to LAC curve. This is my LAC curve because I'm considering long run. So extend it to LAC curve and it meets at point S. So as seen in the diagram, P2Q2 is the revenue and SQ2 is the cost. So what is the profit? Revenue minus cost. P2 is the profit. And OQ2 is the output. So I need to multiply by output to get the total profit. So P2 is into OQ2 is my actually the shaded region under this rectangle. P2 is LM. So the profit for long run is P2 is LM, rectangle shaded area. And the price in long run is P2Q2 and the output in long run is OQ2. Now if you compare both the short run and long run, the short run the profit was P1TJK which is less than the profit which is obtained in the long run P2SLM. And the price in the short run P1Q1 is more than the price in long run P2Q2. And the output in long run OQ2 is more than the output in short run OQ1. And that's the end of this Monopoly video. Hope you understood. So finally, never worry, don't weep. You have all power within you. There is no reason to be depressed. You have a lot of power within you and you can work on yourself and you can bring out this power. Just concentrate on correcting yourself and purifying yourself. And one day, the world will see you conquering everyone and everything. Thank you. Jai Swamiji.